to the moon. जिस तरह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमारा अब से मेरा तू, हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे मैं करूँ बयां, जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमारा अब से मेरा तू, हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे मैं करूँ बयां, जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमारा अब से मेरा तू, हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे मैं करूँ बयां, जिस राह भी जाऊं, तुझको ही चाहूं. हमारा अब से मेरा तू, हमारा मैं भी तेरा हूँ. दिल को जाने ये क्या हुआ, लेके अपना सा तू लगा. कैसे
It's Monday. You know where we at. What time is it? It's what time it is right now every goddamn Monday when we right here where we at. Welcome to the What's Next podcast. Anybody else want to chime in?
Are you okay?
I mean, damn. No, hell no, I ain't all right. I'm excited, man.
I don't know what the hell you was doing.
We got a successful podcast, bro.
Shit.
You know what I mean? And it's all because of you, sir. Thank you very much. All that applause and shit. I wish I had a button. I'm gonna get me an audio. I'm gonna get me one of them soundboards because I'm gonna set my shit up. I'm gonna set my shit up at my house because I got an unused. The excitement is palpable.
Great friend.
What the fuck is palpable mean?
Why you even got to say that like that to her?
No, I'm not saying that to her. I'm saying it in general. I don't know what the fuck. Hey, Google.
Oh my. Listen, I do that too.
Sharon.
All right, so let me start with my three things.
Hey, Miss Sharon.
Number one, on this episode of Fuck Wrong, Dennis Holmes is going to fuck wrong with him. You know, Sunday it was a glitch in DoorDash system. You can get 10 buffalo wings for 40 cents.
What?
People was buying 300 wings for like $10. This motherfucker tell me 5 hours later. What?
Oh Lord.
I'm searching.
That's
I'm like, I don't see it. Yo, I don't see nothing on there. Dennis Holmes, fuck around with him.
If we have not learned anything, is that when DoorDash has a glitch, leave it the fuck alone. Because I heard about it. I heard about it.
Eat.
Did you?
I did. And you know what I did? You know what I did?
What'd you do?
Fuck wrong with it.
Continue to mind my motherfucking business.
Silence is not golden.
That is an option. That is an option.
So let me personal story number 2. All right. Y'all know I've been working real hard to get SamzSportz up and running and fully monetized. And this social media thing is kind of hard to understand. And the people got so much power, you just got to follow by the rules. And the slightest thing, you pulled off down the ladder. Guy flagged one of my pictures, and I don't have a message and said, "Hey, I think we should work together. I flagged one of your pictures to get your attention. Here's my email address," and blocked me after that. Now I got a violation on my account that I use unoriginal content. Do you not see this shit that I make?
Hey, fuck that.
Don't worry about it.
Never mind.
The proper channels are being flowed through, and I'll give you an update in like 6 months from my yacht. This is outrageous.
Yo.
Ain't yeah, my yacht. Get the helicopter land on it.
Great. Speak it.
Yeah.
And it shall be so.
All right. Third thing. Everybody who's been dealing with for the last 4 weeks, the last 4 weeks, yo, it's been just straight hot across the whole United States.
Yes.
The whole United States. It ain't like Alaska. Nick said the highest they got was like 90 degrees. But I guess that's the difference.
I bet you they was sweating.
Everybody else feeling like 100 has been hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot all week. So everybody who's been dealing with people who ain't got no air conditioning, the kids who still got to go out there and work, people who got to work, people who ain't had no power, everybody in between. Even my car, the check engine light came on because my air been running, and I don't even do air. I don't do air. I don't like turn my air on, but my check engine light then came on. Like, god damn, ran.
You one of them people who think if you use your AC that it use up too much gas?
No, I just never had AC, so ain't no point in starting now.
Oh hell, you couldn't do that where I am. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
No.
I ain't grew up in this kind of foolishness, but good Lord.
Yeah,
not at all. And Arizona is always hot, so that's
oh yeah.
That's not news.
Go to the Grand Canyon, you're
hey,
gonna
we
cook.
know somebody live in Arizona too.
We do, man. Shout out to JB, man. Big JB.
I got a ball here. All right. So what we get into?
So today's episode, we're gonna talk about, man, following the laws of the land.
Yes.
Listen, before y'all take y'all goofy ass anywhere, do the research on the laws of that land. And I'm gonna tell you why. Right? So I went to LA.
You say out loud, but any physical gesture.
Okay. Try again.
Fuck me, right? Okay, you're right. Go ahead and play the video, bro. You good? Go ahead and play the video.
Good Lord. And I mean, mid-sentence, cut you off. Just
play the video.
Dubai. If you're visiting this futuristic city in the UAE, make sure you don't have a potty mouth, because swearing is a criminal violation, and that includes not just words that you say out loud, but any physical gestures and even text messages and things you say on the internet. In fact, back in 2021, a British woman was detained at the airport and was facing a $70,000 fine and 2 years in prison for saying "fuck you" to a roommate over text. There was a bunch of media coverage, and even the UK embassy got involved. So they let her return to the UK after paying an $800 fine.
I saw that today.
And if you think that shit ain't real, watch this video.
You and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates. Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
Now, the 29-year-old does now have an attorney there in Dubai, and her mom says she's told that she could face jail time because there is surveillance video of her screaming. Now, we have reached out to the U.S. and the UAE embassies. Will government officials step in and give her assistance? I'm still awaiting responses. Reporting live near downtown Houston, I'm Damalie Keith, Fox 26 News.
Fuck no. Listen, let me tell you something. And I'm going to be as empathetic as I could possibly be.
I'm not, but go ahead.
And I'm going to say this because, of course, I don't want to see nobody in jail. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, you can go to your mama house and you can open up her refrigerator and eat whatever the fuck you want to. But when you come to my house, you can only go to the living room and to the bathroom.
That's
like
right.
there is no.
Right.
So when you go to other countries, other states, other cities, anywhere other than where you're from, she's a truck driver. So she should know not to fucking do dumb shit like screaming at this dude. Now the backstory to that is she had got into an accident with one of her friends or something like that. They got into a car accident, and when they went back, I don't understand why is it that when they rented the car, it was that she left all her ID and all that stuff in the rental. And when she went back to the rental place to get it after the accident, they tried to charge her a fee to get her items, and they became argumentative about this shit. Pay the fee and go the fuck home.
Yeah.
It's just all United States people know. If you go to Mexico, your ass is gonna goddamn have to pay a fee.
Right.
If you get stopped, pay the fee.
Right.
Go home. Nothing is worth not being able to go home.
That part.
I
agree with Miss Sheeran. She said she ain't going over there. She like F that. Because look, it's getting ghetto in my opinion. Honestly, it's getting real ghetto because it's just like y'all, okay, yeah, we have freedoms here in the United States. But you still have to remember at the end of the day, we as us, can go certain places and still not be allowed to do the same things as our palm colored counterparts. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. So I researched to see if it was only just Black women experiencing this, and it wasn't. So there was a group of 40 women. They were in Dubai, and they decided that we're going to take a nude photo on a balcony. They are now in jail. I think it's like 2 years they're in jail for. So they are upset. They are in an uproar about it. And I'm like this, y'all should know the customs when you go somewhere. And then constantly, honestly, as a Black woman, I'm kind of tired of being embarrassed when y'all go over elsewhere and do, dumb stuff. That's embarrassing.
It's just like motherfuckers going to Vegas and act the ass in Vegas. Why
Right.
you wait till you get to Vegas to act fucking donkey? Do that
Yep.
shit at home.
Yeah.
Don't go somewhere else and act the ass.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I for one don't get it, because my whole thing is the rules are not the same everywhere you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's just not. And I thought it was common knowledge that women don't have but about 7 rights
Right.
in UAE.
Right.
You only got about 7 of them. You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
on top of that, right? Say for instance, if she was with, and it's hard for me. Like, I want the audience to know, like, these conversations be hard for me because the last thing I want to do is put down Black women. Like, I
Right.
love, anybody who know me personally know I love Black women. There's nothing above Black women for me. I've had, what I had in my past, but now it's now. Okay,
Yeah.
listen. But if she had a man with her, things would have went completely different.
They would have.
Absolutely different.
They would have.
He ain't got to put his hands on her or nothing. Like, I know, for instance, for my wife, all I got to do is touch her. Baby, I got it. Watch out. Matter of fact, it wouldn't even have got that far.
Yep.
It wouldn't even have got to the point where she was even upset enough to even think about raising her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guarantee you that the fee probably wasn't no more than like $20, $30 for real.
Well, let's back up. Why you just didn't get your stuff out of the car in the first place? We wouldn't even have this problem. Get your stuff. Most it's common sense. Okay, I just got in an accident. Let me grab all of my things that I need right now out of the vehicle. I even talked about this with my husband when we went on our cruise. Like, there's certain cultures that aren't here in Louisiana. And so I was trying to explain to him about Hindi men and Hindu men. They just talk hard. Well, my husband is no punk by any stretch of the imagination. So when the man got smart with him, I had to grab his wrist. I was like, I was like, because that's how they talk. We'll just, I complained to, the supervisor, and then went on, about my business. But I had to explain to him, like, that's the culture. Even the women talk like that. And I've heard a lot out here, like, I don't like them. They talk hard. I'm like, well, y'all talk hard too, but you don't give it like they give it. Like, you got to be used to that culture. And I grew up in a big melting pot of different cultures. So, I understand it now. Would I let you talk to me crazy? No, it's gonna be like, okay, well, I need you to say that again, so we can have some kind of communication, right?
You know my favorite line? You know my favorite line?
What's that?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Or either watch your mouth.
Excuse me? You said what?
Yeah.
You said what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the culture. Now, I'm not excusing it. Don't get me wrong, because when you come over here, we're not that way like you guys are over there. And a lot of times they get that confused. They bring what they do over there over here, right?
And
so,
but see, not to cut you off, I apologize. But the difference between us and them is when they bring their culture to the United States embrace their culture.
That part. Yeah.
But when we take our niggerdom over there, you're going to jail.
Yeah, we are.
You're taking your ass to jail.
We are.
You're gone. You're out of here.
Because they even included. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's a sad case because you can't even be who you are everywhere. But I don't know if anybody else was taught that you don't always be who you are everywhere you go. You be who you need to be in the room that you're in.
Yeah, I was always told it was code switching. It's like, okay, however you want to put it.
Whatever you want to say. I'm here and I went home.
Yeah, like I have my freedom, like with Brittany Gardner. So we're gonna have to add her into this conversation. Now doggone well, ma'am. Now you're going into another country. The same things that are okay in Cali or wherever where it's legal, it's not okay here. So you knew when you put it in your bag, it was a chance that they were going to find it. And of course, they're not going to tolerate it. You know, you had a few people that were either they were on her side or they were joking about it. Now, I had a client joke about it, was like, that's what she get. That's what she get. I'm like, okay, we can agree to disagree on that. Yeah, I agree. She should have known better. But making fun of the girl, yeah, that's a little inappropriate, you know,
Yeah,
in my
no,
opinion.
and that's the thing, like, and that's why I want the audience to understand, like, I don't do this lightly because I don't want to feel like I'm bashing her for being who she is. Like,
Mhm.
of course, us in our society, women are allowed to speak, to be angry, to want whatever it is the fuck that they want publicly.
Mhm.
But I thought it was common knowledge to know that you can't go to these Arab countries, a woman acting like that, because, like, let's be honest though, even as a man that's not of their culture, if I was to go over there on bullshit, I would get shot in the fucking head.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a courtesy for them to put you in jail, to be honest. To be honest,
They,
because if you over there with the extremists, yeah, you're dead. You're gone.
they
Period.
can fucking stone you to death.
Yeah.
If you
Yep.
don't know what getting stoned is, it ain't getting high. I mean, you
Mm-mm.
gonna go to the upper room, but it ain't that kind of high.
Mm-hmm. You remember that little boy? I don't know if y'all are too young to remember. I'm not sure. But there was a young boy. I can't remember if it was Korea or Japan. Can't remember. He stole something out of a store. And the U.S. tried to defend him and prosecute him here. But they were
That
like, nope.
was,
They caned him. Where was
oh
that?
damn,
Yeah, they
damn,
whooped the cane when they had a long cane. So when it came across his back, it was like a whip because the
yeah.
cane was extremely long. They don't play
That
that there.
that wasn't the
Was it Singapore?
bald
Where
kid.
was it?
It wasn't the, no, I was thinking, I thought you was talking about the bald kid who Trump got back from over there from for stealing out that store.
No, this was before Trump was in office. This was way before. I think I was still in high school when it happened.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, no, they caned him, whooped his behind. So, you know, if getting your ass whooped was a person, he got it for real. I
Yeah,
bet you won't steal nothing else
bet you won't take a damn thing else.
at all. You
But I
could just
mean,
get the shot
I
for
but see, as forward as I am, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, going to, just as a truck driver going state to state, I'd be like weary of certain places. Like,
course.
I only like to shut down in places that I know about or that look okay. Like, I use my discernment anywhere I go, let
Mm-hmm.
alone going to another country. I can't, the person that y'all see right here isn't even the person that I am in my everyday life, let alone going to another country.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to their country. I'm gonna soak up whatever it is that they got going on, and I'm
Yeah.
bringing my ass home. I'm
That's
not
it.
doing it. I'm not
That's all
going.
you gotta do.
No,
And then you're supposed to be on vacation and really relax yourself. You know what I'm saying? So now you've created a high stress environment for the people you were traveling with because now
she
they got to
didn't.
figure out what to do with you.
Another part
What
of the
she do?
backstory. She didn't went over there and started a trucking company, and was on. I don't know if it was TikTok, Instagram, or whatever it was. She posted the video saying that she the first black woman and first woman to drive an 18-wheeler over in Dubai. So I don't know
Okay.
if that played a part in them like feeling like she just over there spitting in their face or what. But you know, they pay attention to all that social media shit. They got
They
whole
do.
goddamn buildings dedicated to all they hashtags. Anything that come up Dubai, they see it.
Of course. And you know, of course you guys saw that video with that woman said a little cuss word and they saw it. They were like, "Oh, you're not leaving. You're not leaving. You need to watch your
Mm-hmm.
mouth." So you
Mm-hmm.
want to leave here, you got to pay a fine. Like there's just certain things that I think, okay, so this is just my personal opinion. Y'all don't kill me for this. But I feel like Americans feel like there's some sense of entitlement when they go places. Like, oh, well, I can
Absolutely.
go over here because there's an American embassy, so I can do what I want. They're going to get me out and I'm going to go home. That's not the case. That is
They don't
literally not
even
the case.
they don't even realize they'll shut that American embassy down over
Of
you.
course. Of course.
If America get too far in a business, they will shut that whole fucking embassy down, and
Mhm.
your ass will go missing.
Mhm. And that's a whole nother show about how America need to mind their business, stay out of everybody
They
else's.
don't. People don't even remember when Brittany Garner went missing. They didn't know where the fuck she was at.
Mm-mm. They didn't. They didn't.
Nobody knew where she was at. Nobody could put eyes on her. Nothing.
Mhm. And I think they lightweight did that so they could just prove that, yeah, we can do what we want to do and you'll never know about it. So, and then if you can imagine the young lady that's, looking at Time, you're not even a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And even celebrities need to understand that you still have to adhere to those rules.
Yep.
Period. So no, I honestly, a lot of countries don't tolerate the foolishness. Yes, you need to read up, see where you can go and where you can't go, and be done with it. Now, do I feel like the United States needs to be the same way when we have outsiders come in and visit? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The only thing that they require is, you need your visa, or you can only be here for so long, and after that, that's it. No, because come on.
I tell you what,
it's harder for us over there.
I bet you better not no foreigners go to Brightmo, Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah. Do tell the story. Do tell.
48223 Michigan. Don't do it.
Lord have mercy.
Don't go to the east side of Detroit on no bullshit. Don't do it.
No.
You ain't gonna make it out. And if you make it out, you might not make it out whole.
See, and then there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he talking about log out?
Me.
Are you on punishment? It's not enough
Always.
people on the show for him to be on punishment. It's just 2 of us on here. You gotta get a pass today. You gotta get a pass today, y'all. A whole pass. Even my husband asked, he's like, why are they like this? Don't know. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy because it's like the life that I live is literally, and this is why Slumdog Millionaire is like my top, I want to say top 7 because, and I know that's an awkward number, but you got to understand, like, you can't go top 5. It's just a whole lot before Slumdog Millionaire. But it's like a lot of the shit that I've done in my life, like I watch TV shows, like growing up, I always watched the Travel Channel. I always watched the Weather Channel. Those two was like 2 of my favorite channels because number one, I didn't believe it was 125 fucking degrees in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't believe that. And then I got there and found out fat meat is indeed greasy. And it's sweat.
You know what? We can't.
Listen. They shut the airports down because the tarmac is too hot. It will melt the goddamn tires.
Mm-hmm.
They have fire trucks out there spraying water on the tarmac because it's too hot.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe
be on
that.
rims trying to get up out of here.
Yes, and then a lot of the shit that I learned about different countries, different states and cities and stuff like that come from TV. Like even when me and my wife and my in-laws, we went to Puerto Rico. We rented his van out. Of course, he made us pay a premium because it was just us because we didn't want to go with no strangers. Okay. Cool. We paid a fee. It's like 8 of us. We gonna be all by ourselves in this van.
Yeah.
And he took us through and he took us to the hood and he told us straight up, he said, yeah, we gonna keep going.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Cool. Cool. Mm-hmm. Listen. And you have to, I feel like you have to pay attention to stuff like that because if you don't, you bound to drizzle on straight like that.
Seriously. I mean, we experienced the same thing in Roatan, Honduras. Like I told my husband, I was like, I sat in the wrong damn seat because I'm looking at the side of the cliff, first of all, with the way they drive. There's no stop signs. There's no stop lights. What the hell? And then you going to go into traffic at your own risk. I'm looking at the driver like, Lord, please make it because if they hit this van, it's going to hit right on my side. That was number one. Then number 2, you look at the devastation that's in certain countries and you like, okay, are we going to get there safe? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna travel and do this on my own. You know, like we went with the guide to go to another part in Roatan and we were able to see certain, animals. And then we hiked up, a hill to go to a restaurant, but we went with her. I was like, listen, ma'am, we're buying your lunch today. Cause I'm thinking in my head, baby, we outside the damn gates. No, ma'am.
You out of bounds. And that's the thing. And that's the thing. I agree with you. Like Americans have this false sense of security because we do what we want to do here. Mm-hmm. And we have so many freedoms that people take for granted.
Thank you. Thank you.
And when you go to these other countries, you still got that sense of do what the fuck I want to do. When indeed, no, the fuck you don't.
No, at all.
And you can't do what you want.
No.
You absolutely can't. And it's like you have to know when you out of bounds.
Yeah.
You have to know when you out of bounds.
Yeah.
If you don't know that you out of bounds, then shit, I don't know what to tell you. You just don't end up.
Think about it though. We're disrespectful to each other, and we're in here, the land of the free. We do it to each other, like we're less tolerant of other cultures that have rooted here. Disrespectful all the way.
I'm riding down the street today, right? I'm in Florida. Where was I at? I was in Wildwood, Florida, right? That's how I was riding. I had my shades on. I'm riding. I see this young man walking on the sidewalk. He got his pants past his asshole. He holding them up by his crotch. He got on this long ass sweatshirt. Mind you, I'm in Florida. It's 190,000 degrees out this bitch.
Right. There isn't one land of the free, BJ.
I'm riding. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. Fuck. And I see him mouthing something. Nigga throw his hands up. Do all this shit. For what, bro? For fucking what?
Yeah.
I don't care about you.
You sure you're not from where I'm from? Because that's a big thing in Cali. Like, it'd be like, watch your eyes. Tell your eyes to shut up. Don't do that. Because it's like I'm not even bothering you. So what is the problem? Maybe he thought he knew you.
Who I look like?
Yourself.
Listen, let's have a competition. I need y'all to inbox us on Facebook. What's Next Podcast? Anybody who look like Gordo, closest person get $20.
$20. You gotta make $20. That's still a good one. BJ, I'm serious. Like, no, we're not free here. We aren't free here. We are.
I'm not seeing the comment.
You got to go to the comments, not the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, we're not free here. Not at all. Like, okay, so short story, you guys. When I moved to Louisiana from California, I can remember when I went into a tattoo shop, right? And, big old burly white guy sitting out on the porch, and my bonus son, at the time when he was living, I was like, I don't know if we can go in here. And so he was like, he's like, please don't ask them. I said, and I am. I said, because me being a Californian, I'm just going to think that I can just go in anywhere, right? I'm not accustomed to the South. I didn't grow up here. So I asked him, I said, am I allowed to come in here? He was like, yeah, okay, just checking, because I'm asking for a reason. Like, it's like, I know the look and I know when to carry my tail somewhere else. I know exactly. And I know what to tell my husband and what not to tell my husband. Because I don't want, it's going to be a problem if I send him somewhere. So it's certain things I wait until he's having a really good day, and I tell the story in a lighthearted way so that he doesn't, that switch don't get turned on in his head. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, it's just like you have to acclimate yourself and find out certain things. Now, people who grew up here, they like, I don't care. I'm going to go where I want. Yeah, okay, you do that. I would like to go home to my family.
No, for real.
Period.
I have a gray hair growing. I have a gray hair growing out of my forehead somewhere over here.
We all got them. You just got one?
Just one. No, it's growing out of my forehead. My hairline is back here. It's growing out of my forehead. Like literally growing out of my forehead.
Why is it growing out your forehead?
It's my antenna. His name is Boris. It's my antenna.
Okay, where's your wife? She need to come get you. She need to come get you. She really does. She needs to come. Okay, you know what?
It's my discernment antenna. I'm not lying. It's on there. I can never find it, but she can find it. This past weekend, we were at our in-laws' house. Well, I was at my in-laws' house, and we were sitting at the table going over our finances and stuff. And that's another thing that's very important. And my mother-in-law, she said, wipe your forehead. You got something on your forehead. I had just got out the garage, so I thought maybe I had, walked into a spider web or something like that. So she talking,
Hey,
giving us the
man.
information and everything like that, right?
You better be nice to your
She
wife.
say,
That's my friend. Okay,
I
carry on.
am. And she like, what the fuck? You got a white hair growing out of your forehead? I said, yeah, his name is Boris.
You know what? I hope your wife gets some tweezers and just pick it out your forehead while you sleep.
I think it's one of them retard hairs. If you pick it out, you fuck around and get a twitch. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, a twitch. And I bet you talk to yourself in that truck with nobody listening, huh?
Absolutely.
See,
Have to.
I knew it.
I'm the realest nigga I know. I mean, who else I'm gonna talk to?
You know what? The next time you send me a message about one of these podcasts, the first thing I'm gonna say is what? And this better be normal. Don't send me no foolishness.
Speaking of foolishness, let's jump into it. Go ahead, pop the video, sir. Did I send a video for that?
Oh my God. He was probably looking like what video?
Oh Lord Jesus.
There's no video.
No video. Okay.
What was it about?
It was about the young lady in Alabama who went missing.
Yes, let's talk about her because no one's talking about it. No one's really talking about it.
You can go first. Go ahead. I'll let you have this.
So her name is Carletha Russell, and she came up missing on July 13th of this year. And she was located in Hoover, Alabama. So the story is that she was driving down the highway after picking up something to eat. Now, this young lady in school to become a doctor, very intelligent, things like that. So, of course, she had a big heart with this situation. So she saw what appeared to be a toddler on the highway, So she stopped her vehicle, and the CVC shows is very blurry. I never saw the person snatch her, but everybody else say they did. So this young lady got out of the vehicle after calling 911. She was on the phone with her sister-in-law stating that there was a toddler on the highway. The sister-in-law said that she heard her say, "Are you okay?" And then shortly after heard a scream. So the police pulled up 3 minutes later. And they found her car still running, the door still open. Child, they snatched her wig off, dropped her phone, took her watch off, anything that they thought that she could be tracked with. She literally vanished in thin air. She gone, the toddler's gone. They know nothing. They only have that blurry CVC video, and that's it. And so I remember seeing the story, and I immediately sent it to my husband, right? Because he has a big heart. He wants to help everybody. I was like, as of today, that stops. Because they'll take anybody at this point. They will. And my heart goes out to her family, and to her, because it's like, where is she? And the crazy part is they really are kidnapping Black women at an alarmingly high rate. They really are. And it's sad that, I refuse to go to Walmart by myself. I don't care what time of the day it is. And if I do go, I have my piece on me, and it's just, you shouldn't be scared to go anywhere. You should not be scared.
I'm sorry, before you go further into that, she has since been relocated.
You're kidding. When'd you find that? You did not discuss that. Where's she at?
Listen, she got found. She got
Alive?
found. Yeah, she good.
Oh.
She good.
Let me look this up.
She good.
All right,
she good. Everybody online is saying that it's a hoax.
What?
That she faked the entire thing. I, for one, am going to keep my opinions about it to myself until more information come out.
I'm so irritated. No, it's on CNN. Now, anything that show up on some damn CNN, it is the truth. I'm putting it up now. This is retarded.
TROOF, truth. Listen, I, for one, hope to God, and don't take it the wrong way, y'all, but I hope to God she was actually kidnapped and got away. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Like there were people genuinely concerned about this,
Yeah.
yes, this young lady.
This. Listen, I hope to God that it actually did happen, because everything that black women is fighting for, if this did not actually happen, is gonna
You know what, BJ, you on
put it back.
punishment.
It's gonna put it back. It's not gonna help black women at all.
BJ need to, you know what? It's his turn to be on punishment. There he go with that.
See,
Aliens are gonna
wait a
come get
minute.
you just for that.
Wait, no. Aliens picked her brain.
And then sent her back, BJ. Is that what happened?
Picked her brain and sent her back.
Okay. Okay.
I told you. B, what did I tell you? And you said I was on punishment because I was mean. What did I tell you? Okay.
Okay. Y'all,
Okay. But no, like honestly, like I really hope that she got away and that she has some information to bring these guys to justice, guys, girls,
Right.
whatever it was, to justice. I didn't see in the video that I was able to see nothing that they say that they saw.
Me either. I didn't see it either. That's
Um,
why you heard me say that earlier. I was like, I didn't see what they said that she got snatched.
It's just like, I don't know if y'all remember a few years ago, it's a picture, I think it was of a shoe or something like that, and it was like, what color is this? And everybody seen something different. I seen gray. I don't know. The fucking shoe was gray. That's what I saw. Everybody told me it's pink, it's blue, it's yellow. What the fuck are y'all talking about? And this is why I don't listen to the internet. I wait until the actual shit come out, because everybody will jump on the internet just to be like, I said it first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I, for
Be
one, don't
loud
give a
and
fuck.
wrong.
I don't give a fuck about being first. I'll let you invent it, and then I'll make it better and make way more money than you.
Yep. Don't
I mean,
reinvent
that's
the
just the
wheel.
way. That's the way I think. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And I just hope. I just hope to God that she was just able to get away safe from her captors. Um, I know me, for one, I'm not stopping for nothing.
Mm-mm.
I this big truck. Listen, mm-mm,
No.
mm-mm.
What?
Today's time is better to be first than right. No, it's better. Fuck, shut up. You're just coming off stupid. No, listen. I don't want to be first, and I don't care about being right. What I care about is making it home safe.
That
Again,
part.
it goes back to making it home safe.
Yep.
I'm not. I see people on the side of the road with their thumb out, and goddamn, they can grow another thumb and put it on the back of
Yeah,
that one,
because baby,
and
we
I'm
ain't stopping.
still not stopping.
Nope.
I'm still not stopping.
We not.
And I have more than enough in this truck to defend me and 2, 3 more people. But I'm not doing it. I'm
Right.
not putting myself in danger. If I see a toddler walking on the side of the road, you know what I'm gonna do? Mind my business.
You better call the police
Listen,
and keep it rolling. Because listen,
no, I'm not even gonna
Mm-mm.
call the police. I'm not even gonna call the police. And I'm gonna tell you why. The first question they're gonna say is, where did you see the little bastard? And I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't even remember to look at the goddamn sign to see where I saw the little motherfucker. So it'd be like, then why the fuck did you call? I don't know. Have a good day. Listen, I am that far in my own business. I'm not gonna remember. If a toddler is in, listen, this is not Boys in the
Mm-hmm.
Hood, where they pick the baby up and take it back home because they know who baby it is. This is not Boys in the Hood. People is out here snatching shit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and dare I
Right.
say, I honestly, I feel like, I don't want to say it. I'll talk to y'all about it after the show. Somebody else go.
Well, you already. Lord.
All right, so can I
Listen, I'm not.
say something?
Go
So
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So as a Lyft driver, and you know I work at night more than I work during the daytime. So
Mm-hmm.
when I be out there at night, one night like 3 years ago, it was these two little girls. One of them was like maybe 10, and the other one was younger than that. We was in like Crofton. If you know about Crofton, that's out there. And as I'm riding down the street, you can see them hiding behind the car, then hiding behind the trail. They don't want to be seen. So when I dropped the person off, I thought about it. I was like, it was 2:30 in the morning. Why are these two little kids like, nah, Brandon, you can't stop that by. I said, nah, Brandon, you got to do something because you got kids. Like, you know about that shit. So as I'm coming down, I seen two little girls. They jumped a fence. Like, it was like a white fence. Like, and they just running across the grass. So the only person I thought, nah, listen to me. I seen these two little girls. She was like, Brandon, go home.
Really?
I did not know where I was, but at the same time, it was like, I don't know, like it was just something crazy. But at night,
That's what I'm saying.
around, all you see is ladies walking by themselves. 11, 12, 1, 2. They just be walking down the street. Like maybe they going to work. Not that we ain't talking about the like the lot lizards and the night walks and stuff like that. Like we talking about people just like walking down the street. Like they just be out there. They just be walking down the street, the bus stop. And it's just crazy that it's this late at night and there's so many ladies outside by the issues going on. People getting took, people getting grabbed, people getting assaulted, many people out on the streets by themselves. And I can't say your cousin with you, your father should be with you, your boyfriend, your man. You know, you don't know what people's situations be like, and everybody in today's time. But it's be too.
But you know the first thing they gonna say if you tell them that, and I'm sure somebody who watching right now be like, I don't need a man.
Listen, let me. I'm okay. So let me say this. Let me say this. That's cool. That's cool if you feel that way, right? First thing, we're not meant to walk this earth alone. We're meant to walk with our life partner, right? And women that say they don't need a man just can't get one. Just say that, sis. Just say you can't catch one, okay? Or one not looking for you. Just be honest, you know. Or you're not presenting yourself to where a man would want you. Okay, so let's just cover that part. And, you know, yes, you have some women that are they're tough. It just, you know, either how they grew up or where they came from, you know. But I will say this. If I have to go out somewhere, please know that my location is on. My husband knows where I am. I have something on me. And I know not to stay to the damn end. I'm going early so I can leave early. Because first of all, I probably didn't want to go in the first place. But since I said I was going to go, I'm just going to go, you know. And I always tell people, if my husband can't go, I ain't coming. Because I don't trust none of y'all. I don't do girl trips. I do not. When I tell you I stayed on the phone with my husband for my bachelorette trip, I did not want to go. I did not. But I went anyway because my best friend planned it. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't have gone. You know, because I'm like, you just can't be trusting everybody. And I'll say this was early in my 20s when I did this. And this was in today's times, it would be super dangerous. But I was on the bus in Stockton, California. And there were these young girls on the bus. It was about 3 or 4 of them. And this one guy kept talking to this one girl in particular, right? So the woman sitting in front of me, she was like, does that look strange to you? I said, absolutely. I said, that's why I'm watching, right? Now, mind you, I could have got off at the bus stop a little bit further to where, closer to where I needed to be. But I saw the young girls get off the bus. Now, he was hesitant, like, okay, I don't need to be off on this stop. But he kept talking to the little girl. So I got off the bus. I was like, oh, not today. So he's walking and talking to the little girl, and I'm just following behind him, just making sure it ain't no foolishness, right? So what pissed me off is the older sister sent the little girl somewhere with her friends while she went to the mall. So I was already irritated when I heard that conversation. So I could tell that the man was pissed off that the girl had met up with her family. So now at this point, I am now walking behind all of them, him included. Now he's trying to follow them, but now he's looking back at me, and I'm just following, keeping a straight face, following him. Now they're going in my direction, and I'm just following and following. Now there was a patch where there was a community college, so there's a dark patch where you walk. I don't know where this came from, but I was literally not afraid. I kept following him. So I must have scared the hell out of that man, because he done went off. He went and did what he had to do. There was another bus coming up. He hopped on that bus, and I went on about my business. Because it's like, sir, if you had planned on snatching anybody today, it was going to be some trouble. You would have got shoved in traffic, you know. And then the older sister, she just fell for letting her little sister and her little friends just go off on the bus. These girls had to been no older than maybe 10. What are y'all doing? You know? And that's the type of scary stuff that I be talking about with people. And then it's sad that nowadays, you know, you can have female friends, but you don't travel with them because you don't know if you're going to make it back. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if she's secretly hating.
Listen.
And you wind up not making it back. So I'm like, listen, again, if my husband can't go, I ain't going.
I feel like, and it's crazy because I know a lot of times, like, I know for me, like, I be wanting my wife to go out and, you know what I'm saying, enjoy herself. But at the end of the day, we live in Atlanta. And I'll never forget when that lady got killed and her dog got killed. Like, my dude killed a lady and her dog. Like, what kind of sicko shit do you have to be on to kill a person and their dog walking through the park?
Exactly. And the animal. That's ridiculous.
And the dog?
Yeah. And most people forget the human. They be like, why'd you kill the dog? It's like, hold on. Wait a minute.
Hey, what he say? Damn shame what he did to that dog.
Right. Exactly. You know, people don't play about animals. They don't play about animals before they don't play about people.
No, for real.
But no, my husband would tell me all the time, well, you can go, hell no. No, I'll go with you. Period. Because I know I'm covered and protected.
Absolutely.
You know, and vice versa. I don't let him go up against a female. I'll be like, I got it. I got this.
You know what? A lady approached me the other day, right? And so I pulled up to the it was a pilot. I pulled through the fuel pump because I just wanted to run in and get me some Tylenol. My back was hurting, so I had to get some Tylenol. But do you remember what you told me? Like, I work hard on.
Yes, I remember.
That lady said the same exact thing. It was an older black lady. She got out the truck because she was following me because she wanted to go in as well. Yeah. She didn't even need gas. She just wanted to run in the stove.
Yeah.
So I come from around the truck and she's sitting there. She looking at me. Fuck is this lady looking at? You know, thinking to myself. You know, and she said, "Young man." Who, me? She said, "Yeah. Who else? Right? Messing with me." She said. Yeah. She said, "I see your face. I seen your face when you passed me back there." I'm thinking to myself, this weird ass lady, what the fuck is she talking about? She said, "I see your face." And she said, "You work hard on that face. But that's not anger." She said, "I could tell you ain't scared, but that's pain." She said, "Come here." And that lady gave me a hug. Yeah. I reached to make sure my wallet was still in my pocket.
Nut.
I told her, I said, lady, get off me. You're going to make me cry. Move.
Everybody said he cried in the truck. They should not know you like that. They should not know you like that.
And it's crazy because, like, I feel like I be looking mean as hell, but it's usually an old lady who will sit, "Young man, come here," and will strike up a conversation with me. Whereas though my wife, she has a very unapproachable face. Like,
are you sure? Because I've seen her face. I don't think so. I think we may have to argue on that one.
Nah, you ain't seen her in public. You seen her at home where she was comfortable.
Okay.
In public,
was she have the resting bitch face in public?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. People will approach me before they will say anything to her.
Okay.
But don't nobody bring no smoke our way in general.
Of course.
And that's the point that I'm getting to.
Yeah.
And that's the point that I'm getting to. Like, it's people out here who always got some shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I am blessed enough to say that we live a very boring life. Like, most of the people that I talk to on a daily most of the people I talk to on a daily basis is for entertainment, because they got a bunch of bullshit going on and I need to hear about it, because I need to know what the fuck to stay away from.
Right. There's nothing wrong with having a boring life, to be honest. It really
not.
isn't. You know, more people. It's the funny part, because most people will approach me thinking that my husband's the mean one, because my husband has those rock eyebrows. So depending on which eyebrow goes up is going to determine how this conversation getting ready to go, right? So they are like, you know, oh, okay, we're going to talk to the wife because she's nice. And my husband will tell you real quick. He'd be like, no, that's the viper. You might want to talk to me. Because I promise you, when we lost power, I could have swore when he said, ma'am, I know this is not your fault, I was finna snatch that phone to talk to Swepco and be like, bitch, what did you say to my husband? You know what I'm saying? Just tell me when the fuck the light's going to be back on. Give a fuck with your damn fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to tear her head off. I know my husband is really sweet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's my wife and I, straight up. Like,
no, don't say nothing crazy to my husband, because he is the nicest person on this planet. You're looking at his face and you're assuming that he's not. I'm the one that you need to worry about. Ain't nothing nice about me unless I know you and like you. If I don't have either of those two, no.
That's what I tell people all the time, because they be like, she looks so sweet and innocent. Like, nah.
No, it's the voice. I'm sorry. It's the voice that gets you. It's the voice that and I bet you when she get mad, it drops a few octaves. You be like, oh, she mad.
Yeah, absolutely. She start whispering.
That's my husband too. He are very soft when I'm in trouble. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
What did I do?
So I first said my mouth, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Got
it.
Got to.
And quiet as it kept, he's the only man on this planet that can get me to calm all the way down. Anybody else can get it.
Listen, my wife is like that with me. I allow my wife that when she tells me like, hey, no.
Yeah.
I just walk away. Like, all right.
Yeah. Like, you make yourself look mean in the face when we know you're not, so you might as well just smile all the time. Just cut it out.
I can't smile all the time. Then never mind.
You know what? They wouldn't see it coming if you got upset.
Well, but they would though, because
people that smile a lot are the ones that will clear a complete room. They get mad, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, so you ain't got to look mean to prove that you can do whatever. Because the people who look meanest are the sweetest people.
I don't know where it comes from. Like, it's just how I look. I don't know.
Lord, maybe you were happy to get out the womb and you just couldn't wipe the smile off your face. Like, thank God I'm out. Damn, 9 months. God, this was long.
And a C-section. You feel me?
Ooh, yeah.
I was ready to go. You hear me?
Yeah, I was too. My mom said I looked at her like she was crazy when they finally got me out. And she was in labor with me for 4 days. I said, oh, okay, I'm not having children. Forget that. 4 days is too long. That's too long to be cooking. So, no. I'm surprised BJ ain't said nothing smart.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's doing his thing. But so all in all today, we just want to remind everybody.
What was that?
We just want to remind everybody, always govern yourself accordingly.
Yes. Act like you got some sense.
Pretend.
Yeah, okay, that's a better way to say it. Pretend like you have some sense.
I do.
That's why they put you on punishment. This is why.
And if I can pretend that I got some sense, you can too.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
If you go overseas, understand your limitations. As a man, as a woman.
Don't come out. What? Better yet, stay in a resort where you're under the protection of the resort. Don't carry your ass outside of those gates. Because let me tell you something, ladies. Just because you show all of your body don't mean he wants you. I'll tell you like that. You've been messed around with another country and got trafficked. Okay, we're being honest. You know what I'm saying? You're going to those modest countries, showing everything, and that's cool. Okay, but they don't like that.
Did you know that you in Dubai you have to have a license to buy alcohol?
Yeah, because it's a dry country. When I tell you I went down a rabbit hole when I spoke to you earlier, I was down a rabbit hole for a good 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, good Lord. Like there were people that were giving you tips on how to travel there, how to use your phone there. If you don't have a VPN, your phone's not going to work. You know, no, it's not super expensive, but don't be trying to go out there showboating. Just go out there and relax.
Yeah, it's going to jail.
Because everybody else has gone out there. There are so many other places that are beautiful that don't have so many restrictions. But again, act like you got some sense when you go somewhere.
There was a, and people don't even know this, and I learned this off the Travel Channel. There was a time that you couldn't even go to Dubai unless you were invited by a prince or a king or whatever it was.
Yep. I remember that.
You had to be cordially invited to go to Dubai.
And now does anybody be going to, you know, Tay-Tay and them just be going. And this is why I will never step foot in Dubai. Because here's the thing. I don't want to see somebody from Shreveport, Louisiana in Dubai. It's like, God damn, I could have stayed home. Why?
Listen.
I could have stayed home.
We got a cruise later this year. And
where y'all going?
Don't ask me that. I knew you was about to ask me that, girl.
Of course, if you knew that, you should have been ready. Where y'all watching? Put it in the chat because
I don't know.
You don't know.
We going. I need a passport.
Yes, you do.
I don't even know the day. I think it's in September sometime. Anyway.
What? Unorganized as hell.
That's fact. You feel me? Dang. But I bet you this. I'm bringing my ass home.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. And this is a real thing. We were on a cruise, and the first day, my husband will attest to this. The first day I got into it with this lady, we wasn't even in the water good. And
do you know that they have a jail on the boat?
They do, because they rolled me past it when I had to be rushed to the emergency room. So I know. Yes. So yeah, first day. But here's the thing: they wasn't even worried about me because, you know, again, I'm used to being around that culture, right? So they took me into this little back area because my sister's boyfriend was buying her a ring, which, okay, that's unimportant at the moment. But this man travels with a big security guard, which I ain't never seen an Indian that big in my life. And he travels with this little case along with the security. So the man was like, well, ma'am, do you want some champagne? And, you know, you want to look at the diamonds? I said, sure, no problem. So I scooted next to him. You know, now mind you, these diamonds tiny as hell, like tiny. So they're looking at my ring and I'm looking at their diamonds and I'm like, these small compared to what I'm wearing on my hand, right? So I'm showing him, because my mom was in the jewelry. So I'm showing him, I'm like, well, place this diamond here with this particular setting because it'll sell. So at this point, now they're all interested. They were like, oh, okay, well, set this. Now my husband's like, B, come on. No, you can't sit here all day drinking champagne with these people and messing with these diamonds, right? Because he was ready to go. So long story short, we had to come back for a raffle. So this woman was in there trying on a ring. The big security guard, they weren't paying attention and closed the case. She still had the ring on her hand. So my husband was trying to tell the man next to him, hey, we can't hear, you're talking loud. We can't hear if they'll call our number. So out the blue, she turns around. What did you say? I'm like, I said, who are you talking to? I'm talking to him. Who? Him right there. I said, oh, okay. So you're talking to me then. I said, because nobody talks to my husband that's got a vagina but me. And so she's like, well, I'm not trying to talk to your husband. You just said you were trying to talk to him. He wasn't talking to you. He had already covered it with the guy. And so she kept saying something smart. I was like, bitch, say something else. Now, at this point, I'm loud. My little sister's in front of me. She's like, B, please don't let us get arrested. So now my husband, who's 6'3", has me in a headlock to keep me from turning around. So the next day, I'm trying to get some sun, right? I'm like, Lord, I'm like, let me try tearing these little white feet of mine. This heifer sitting within my eye shot. So she walks past to go get a drink. I'm like, okay, cool. She ain't going to start nothing because I'm going to push her ass over the rail and I'm going to take it too far. So she goes back to her little friend. Now I can read lips. So she told her friend, that's the one that said I was trying to talk to her husband. So her friend made the mistake of looking at me. So what did I do? I pointed at her. I said, baby, that's the bitch that's finna get her ass whooped. The woman turned around so fast. She's like, she's pointing at me. She's pointing at me. And I am. Because if you can't say it to me, don't be mouthing it because I saw you.
Right.
Damn,
I can read lips.
Right. And it's like, you were the one that almost got arrested. That big Indian was like, ma'am, take that ring off. And they were like, get that off of her finger. So now not only did you get smart and you thought that they were going to say something to me, no, they was going to arrest your stupid ass. So I was like, oh my God. And my sister was like, please don't get put in jail on this boat. I'm like, I'm not trying to. I said, but like I said, she ain't had nothing, she shouldn't have said nothing to my husband. We would have been fine. It would have been fine. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
One thing I know about that boat is that they got a jail and they will put your ass in it.
They will, and they got real ass police officers on there. Okay.
And what's crazy, even crazier than that, and what a lot of people don't know, is if you go to jail on a boat while y'all at sea, at the next stop, your ass is off the boat.
Going to jail.
And guess how you got to get home? But no, they'll send you home. You ain't got to go to jail, but they'll send you home. But guess how you got to get home? You got to buy that plane ticket.
That's it. That's
and most likely, I ain't got it.
Right. Well, in that next stop, you better get to shaking something because you got to pay to get home.
You got to do it.
Trust me, if my husband wasn't with me, it would have been a whole problem. So
all in all, obey the laws of the land, or in this case, water.
Yes. It's even worse on the water, people. It's even worse on the water. It really is.
Also, use your discernment. If you see some bullshit going on, and listen, if you got a big heart, question the fuck out that heart. Because if you see some bullshit going on, most likely it's some bullshit going on. Mind your business.
Yep.
Keep it moving.
Yep. That's the best you can do.
Want to thank B for coming through again today. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Me?
Shout out to JB. JB Smooth. He got a ball head.
Thanks, JB. We did.
Thank you to everybody who commented. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. My husband said too, if they find out that you have a warrant, the police will be waiting on you when you get back. That's what had us stuck on the boat, y'all. Not only was it a dead body on our boat, but there was somebody that had to be arrested. Somebody died in Honduras. And it took 3 hours additionally to leave. They had to speed to get us to our next stop. So just know, don't be going nowhere and you know you ain't right. Okay, now we can go.
Shout out to your husband, man. He always here with you.
Yep.